Hello, I'm Tony. This is SV Tapatya, and we're building this cruising sailboat that you see behind me. I'm going to turn the camera around, have a little wander around, and show you what's what. Yeah, that's where we are, and as you can probably tell, and if you're a regular viewer, you will know that we're very, very close to being finished, and at the moment, just it's all about ticking off those last little jobs off the list, and we're getting very close. I'm in communication with a boat transporter, and I'm trying to arrange an appointment to move her up to a marina. Haven't got it yet. As soon as I know that, I'll let you know. And the idea is to move her up there for a few weeks on the hard, just for finishing off work, and then get launched. So we're getting very close. Let's have a look at what's been going on this week. Well, we're starting here in the workshop, and first thing we did was to try the yard, the one that was finished, try it onto the top of the sail. The sail has a bolt rope on the top, and there's a channel on the yard. It slides onto that, and we tried it, and it slid on absolutely beautifully. Then there's an eye each end of the sail that lashes to the yard, and so that was the task really, to finish off the second yard, put the anti-chafe strip on it, put the channel on the bottom of it, and then to lash those 2 yards to the sail so they're ready to go. Well, just before we do that, something you could do to help us get out to a wider audience that won't cost you a penny, and that is, if you haven't done it already, that is to hit that old subscribe button down below. Thank you.
Brilliant. Go a little bit further. Yeah. It's about there somewhere. About right, isn't it? Yeah. That's lovely. That is lovely. Just going to take it off again now. The slide's perfect, isn't it? Slide it out to the door there. To me. Excellent, thank you. Good. Perfect.
So I bought a lovely little set of countersinks. I'll show you those there. For the job, because I needed the smallest one for getting down in that channel there. Yeah, very nice. Monkey Strong is a fairly silly name, but other than that, they're a lovely little set of different size countersinks. Somewhere. Yeah. Marvellous, thank you. I shall lash that on there now. Rolling that on there like that. Like that. That's quite tidy. Come back up through there. Like that. So those sails are all bundled up now and ready to go. The yards are lashed on there, fitted completely. The battens are all in place. Basically, they're ready to hang. I went to the rope shop and bought some lines, some halyards and whatever. I've had to order one or two that didn't have everything I needed, but got most of the running rigging that I need. So next week I'll get the rest. That's good. And then in the boat, there was a little job that needed doing, and that was the depth sounder transducer. And that I fitted in here. That board there lifts out, and below that is that depth transducer. Yeah, and there it is there. So that's all fitted in place. I'm pleased with that. Tucks neatly under that board there. Yeah, there we go. Tucks neatly under there. And I guess it's obvious that the cable from that had to run along behind these, or underneath the sofa, under the cupboard, under the stove there, all the way through there, tidally up under there, and back into the engine room where it connects into the NMEA 2000 network. So that was, you know, a bit of struggling. I had to drill a few holes to run it through. I did manage to get it through some existing through holes I had, but one or two had to be new drilled. But it's now in place, it's connected up. I haven't tried it because, you know, you're not supposed to turn them on in air. They react differently to air, to water. But, it's hooked up into the network and should read out on the plotter, which will be very cool. So I've got this depth sounder transducer and set up to hook it up to the NMEA 2000 network, and it's going to come in here where you see that big ring nut thing. And now I've just got to drill a 43mm hole through the bottom of the hull, and yeah, it's not something I enjoy doing really. But anyhow, here we go. Let's get drilling. As deep as I can get from this side, and now I need to go outside and finish it off. There you go. It's not deep enough to go all the way through this, but it's not a bad thing to do. Cut it from both sides, so happy enough with that. Well, I just wanted to show you that, but unfortunately I put it in the vise to take it out of the hole saw, and it's broken, but you see it's not a glue joint, it's broken the plywood, so it's pretty cool. No voids, absolutely solid, 3 centimetres solid plywood. So one of the last bigger things to do is this arch, which is behind me. I'll show you it in a minute, but it's the this arch that goes aft, across the aft end of the boat. It forms kind of the railings at the aft end, but also a few things attached to it. One of the most important, I think, is the aft sheet. The mainsail sheet comes down and attaches to this. I'll probably have the nav light on there, the stern light on there. Wind vane may well be mounted on here as well. So it's an important piece, and I've started making it up. And I just welded on a couple of feet. I had a couple of old stainless feet there, and I welded them on there. I've welded on a 90-degree bend, but at the moment the width here of the beast, the width of it is too wide. And I'm waiting for a piece of stainless that will go along the bottom, before I cut it to its final width and finish welding it up. But it's a good start. I'm pleased with it so far. Come out very well. 2 feet on there. That's gone on there very well. Bit of slag there and it's chipping off. But generally very good. Nice job. And there we have it. That's it for this week. I say getting on. I'll just turn around and show you my to-do list. Which, as you can tell, is getting shorter. We're making good progress. I shall be getting on with that aft arch. That's an important thing now. Trying to get that finished. I've just bought a sort of dog catch thing for the lazarette hatch that needs fitting. There's 1 or 2 other little jobs to do, of course. But moving on. Well, thank you for watching. And a massive thank you, of course, to the lovely people who support us on Patreon, via PayPal, or even here on YouTube. And we'll be getting on. See you next time.